Welcome or welcome back. Last time repairs got underway on the mast step, centerboard housing, and trailer bunk boards. In this episode, those projects are completed and I go over a bit related to trailer security. Quite a lot of time has passed since part 1, but thanks for sticking with me. As I bring you up to date, I'm glad to share that some good time was spent on her on the lake last season, so you'll soon see her afloat. That said, let's get into it. Okay, just a look at this here after my work. So I've got that kind of rough down. I'm not going to do any gel coat right now. I'm just trying to get it prepped for the water. I'll do some finishing, a little later on, but I got it mounted there, and then I'll show you the underside as well. Okay, so here's the underside. I use those pieces of tape to help the washers get in there since I stacked them. It just had one washer before. I went ahead and made that to where it spread out a bit more to distribute the load a little more evenly if there's any pressure like that in the future. In terms of the screw, I went ahead and I had to get a little longer screw for it. Oh, apart from that, I went with all stainless, so. And also I got that piece replaced. I had to widen the screw holes a little bit, and then the hole down in there I did have to bore a little bigger. But I'm just about ready to get the centerboard back in. As for the bunk boards, I went ahead and got those replaced. Before they were a little shorter and just kind of came out to about right there. You can see where this is. That's where the screw used to be. And then these right here, you can see that's where kind of that area was. But I went ahead and shifted it forward so that they were more balanced. When the boat's on there, it doesn't stick off the back or anything, so I think this is actually better like that. I did, I got this thing tightened, got all the bolts off, replaced all these bolts with new carriage bolts. I went, because this is like a galvanized trailer, I went with the galvanized bolts. I understand that they do have to be replaced every once in a while, but that's kind of just part of, maybe routine maintenance. Going with something that's going to be, last forever may not work, especially because it may end up reacting with the metal that the trailer's built out of and, end up resulting in corrosion anyway. So, anyway, I got these replaced, now just waiting for the carpet. All right, got a long-awaited package from Sail right here. And I got some boat bunk material, trailer bunk. The phrase I was looking for was boat blanket. About like sanding. I don't guess this makes very exciting video, but I did get the bunk board material, and so I'm just going through cutting that now. So I scored the back because the back is more firm. So that's why it has this crease like that. I measured it so that I would have just a 1/2 inch of space on the underside, which gives me a little flexibility for not overlapping, but being able to go all the way around the wood. So I'm gonna get out and give this a check here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this way. I'm going to apply some foam to the bottom and then let it rest. Alright, I got 3 masses of foam spray in there. Do a little more right here. In case you're curious, the foam I'm using is a pond and stone foam from Great Stuff that is fish and plant safe. I wasn't real sure what I could use down there. I think next time I would probably use a structural repair putty, now that I know a little bit more about various materials, but this will do for the time being. And there we go. I'm gonna let that foam set up overnight, and we'll give this a shot tomorrow. Okay. So that's the original side. That's the new side. Basically just, I guess, something to kind of cradle that in there. You know, we'll see how it works. And in terms of everything else, yeah, let's see how the foam pieces fit. And so here I've gone ahead and upgraded the old expanded polystyrene to the extruded polystyrene so that it won't have those beads break. It won't be affected by water, heating, cooling cycles, things like that. Just good solid foam board. They fit. And yeah. That's how it looks in there with them, you know, spaced apart. And I guess it just keeps that thing from rocking back and forth. So, alright, let's see. Just gonna get a shot in there like that. Yeah. This is as good as I can. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, so I have the line from here, and then kind of tied there, and then running through there. So I'll pull that through. So basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna leave this tape, but I'm gonna tie a stopper knot right there, and should be good. So I had drilled these holes in the epoxy and got all but 2 right. That one, and then this one right here. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see, it's pretty close. But I'm gonna widen the hole just a bit, just so I don't crack the epoxy. I'd rather leave that strength there, just have the hole a little wider. So I'm gonna hit the drill and should be good with this. And voila. Now, to note, I am not worrying about the cosmetic look of it, which is why I didn't bother with that, because you can see how scuffed up this has gotten over the years. But what I'm gonna do is, at some point I will, refinish the boat, and so I just need to get that held in. But at some point I'll refinish the boat, and I'll worry about that then. You have a new drain plug, just to compare the old and the new there. You can see, the other one's seen better days. Let's see if this fits now. Like a glove. Alright, one of the things that I've tried to do here for security is to get something so that nobody could just go and tow the trailer away. So I tried this kit right here, but I'm not too thrilled with it, and I'll show you why. So at first look, everything looks nice and secure, but let me take these off. And by the way, these are all matched to the same key. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, and then this actually, I'm kind of locked in there, right, like that. So the main thing with these, is this lock is only on one side. This here seems like that could be compromised pretty easily, just reversed out. Even though it's got the kind of the tapered edges there, it does still seem like it could be reversed or drilled easily. But if you watch videos, these are broken really easily. So I'm not too thrilled with that. This lock, it is what it is. It feels like it's not the highest quality, but generally speaking, it seems like it does its job. And then I'll show you a couple other things that I do here. Anyway, put a couple of U-locks on there, and that basically would just make driving this thing really difficult. So those would both have to be removed. I don't know if you can see the other one under there. But basically that's kind of what I've done, is that for the hitch and then these for the wheels. I've already showed you the quick overview of the $35 kit for trailer security that I wasn't that impressed with. Based on the price of padlocks and whatnot, I just kind of thought that would be, you know, a reasonable unit. So I wound up falling into a hole on the web, searching for one of the best, if not the best, locking systems for trailer hitches. And I ran across Fort Knox Locks. Watched a few of their videos where they actually defeat some of the other brands and decided, you know, it's not like everything is, you know, it's not like this can't be defeated, right? But the amount of effort that it would take, power tools, everything like that, you know, I was confident in this. This is something I can keep for any trailer that I have, you know, that's gonna be my plan. Just, you know, why not go ahead and just get something that's gonna be, you know, be useful for ages. So yeah, there it is. That's the Fort Knox locks. That'll go in the receiver, clamp shut, and this is pretty heavy, by the way. I mean, you know, you can kind of tell, but I got a puck lock on order, and this. So I'm gonna lift this for that to get up in there, and this will close down. Is locked, and I gotta say, first impressions here, you know, that is I don't think I can get this down. It doesn't matter, really, to be honest with you. At this point, this doesn't matter because there's no way that's coming off. So that's what that looks like right there on the trailer. And by the way, see these little welds right there? The metal actually goes all the way around, and that's just kind of joining it. You know, I just don't think there's any way anybody's gonna get in there to mess with that. And then there's one under here too. That one. But yeah, this would be a very hard lock for anybody to get through and compromise, especially compared to this little thing. And this, you know, there's no way to get up in there and do anything. With the boat and trailer and everything back together, I wanted to take the boat around to a couple of the area boat ramps. There are quite a few along the lake and river, so I wanted to just identify some and also check a couple of the ramps that have different angles to figure out which one or ones I'd be able to regularly launch from with, you know, the least amount of hassle and not getting my car submerged, you know, in a position where it would be, you know, just not ideal. So here, yeah, just checking to make sure that the bunk boards were good, that I'd be able to back down far enough to float the boat. And then, as promised from last time, what I didn't reveal, I kind of alluded to, is I picked up this pair of Torpedo motors with one battery there. The long shaft is the one on the left that's missing the skeg fin. The short shaft is on the right, and I will be doing a video replacing the seals on the long shaft, so look forward to that later. forward to seeing you back next time.